In ancient Egypt, there lived a young woman named Nefertiti. She was the daughter of a wealthy merchant and had grown up in a life of luxury, surrounded by the finest clothes, jewelry, and food. But Nefertiti was not content with a life of ease and comfort. She had always been curious about the world beyond her palace walls and longed to explore the mysteries of her ancient land. One day, Nefertiti decided to disguise herself as a peasant and venture out into the countryside. She donned a simple linen dress and a headscarf, covering her face to avoid being recognized. She slipped out of the palace gates and set off down the dusty road, her heart pounding with excitement. As she walked, Nefertiti saw the real lives of the common people of Egypt. Farmers tending their fields, fishermen casting their nets, and craftsmen shaping pottery and weaving baskets. She marveled at the beauty of the Nile River with its shimmering waters and lush banks. But as the day wore on, Nefertiti began to feel the effects of her long journey. Her feet ached, and her throat was parched from the hot sun. She stumbled upon a small village and approached a group of women who were drawing water from a well. "Excuse me," said Nefertiti in a hesitant voice. "I'm a traveler and have been walking all day. Might I have a drink of water?" The women looked at her in surprise. "Who are you, and where do you come from?" asked one of them. Nefertiti hesitated for a moment, then decided to tell the truth. "I'm Nefertiti, daughter of a wealthy merchant. I wanted to see what life was like outside of my palace walls, so I disguised myself and set out on this journey." The women stared at her in amazement. "Nefertiti, the princess," exclaimed one of them. "What are you doing here?" Nefertiti smiled. "I wanted to see the real Egypt, the Egypt of the people, and I must say, I'm impressed. You are all so hardworking and resourceful." The women smiled back, feeling flattered. They offered Nefertiti a drink of cool water and invited her to rest in the shade of a nearby tree. They shared their food with her, bread, cheese, and figs, and told her stories about their lives and families. As the sun began to set, Nefertiti realized that it was time to return to her palace. She thanked the women for their kindness and set off down the road, feeling grateful for the experience. When she arrived back at the palace gates, she was met by her worried father, who had been searching for her all day. "Nefertiti, where have you been?" he asked in a stern voice. "You had us all worried sick." Nefertiti smiled. "I was just exploring, father, seeing what life was like outside of our palace walls." Her father shook his head. "You are a princess, Nefertiti. You cannot risk your safety like that. You must stay within the palace walls where it is safe." But Nefertiti knew that she could not go back to her old life after experiencing the real Egypt. She was determined to learn more, to see more, and to make a difference in the lives of her people. And so Nefertiti spent the rest of her life traveling through Egypt, meeting its people and learning about its culture and history. She became a beloved figure among the people, known for her kindness and generosity. And when she died, she was mourned by all of Egypt, from the lowliest peasant to the mightiest pharaoh. Her legacy lived on, inspiring generations of Egyptians to come.